what should prove to be a good one between the Atlanta Falcons and our home team. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready. Check, check. Coming to you, coming to you.
He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 30 to the 32. Off the bootleg. Love. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. You got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game. Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. From the gun, Love. And that will be incomplete.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
On fourth down, Love. And that is going to be incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on fourth down. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move left.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Russell Gage, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. I'll let you do the analysis. Back throws, and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis.
And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. Now back to throw. Hunter Henry brings it in.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. 2nd and 1. He'll buy some time right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Love. And he's got him. Man, Calvin Ridley.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. To throw again. Love. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that we come to the end of the first quarter of play. 6-0 our score after 1. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A one-handed catch, that's one thing, but with a defender right there, that was a heck of a play.
It used to be that one-handed catch was...
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 14. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked into the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They'll try and sneak it here. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, 1st and goal. Now this time he'll look to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 86 yards. So that play flips the field right on its ear. Here's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Hill, the intended receiver, once again. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. And this is complete. It's Allen. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Vic Beasley making it look easy, cruising in for the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. The Charger drive about to get going. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover like that. I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
free kick out of bounds, kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They'll look to throw now on first down. It's Williams on the catch.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible. Hope he's got man-to-man coverage.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Looking to throw on second down. Love. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. 2nd and goal, and the lone man in the backfield is Freeman. Back to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. That pick hurts a little extra because... third down, you were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Caught by Jones. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Off the play fake. Love. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage. Second and 10. He'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Back to throw now on first down. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time. Second and goal. And the ball situated at the 9. Second and goal. Now it's Jackson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Badgley able to punch this one through. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. So with less than a minute gone by here in this fourth quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great fourth quarter.
Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Off play action. Love. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
On fourth down, Love. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on fourth down. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. They run on first down with Jackson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll run again with Jackson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. The Chargers on third down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Ready, go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He completes it to Henry. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That one good for 13. And a Charger first. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They run the counter. Jackson. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this 4th quarter. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
They run again with Jackson. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little... And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Back to throw here. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Hill, the intended receiver once again, but it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. He'll look to throw. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. On the stop there defensively, Tyler Davison. He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. I tell you, it has not been hit. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They'll try and pound it in with Dillon. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Falcons are close to finishing off this football game. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. But it's going to be second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. To throw from his end zone, Love. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Back to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. He's back to throw. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Justin Jackson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. Back to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Atlanta, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs.